ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for a sixth bout of the evening. Scheduled 6 3-minute rounds in the featherweight division. And now, making his way to the ring, Steven Jackson. And now, ladies and gentlemen, his opponent making his way to the ring, Brandon Scott! Ladies and gentlemen, this bout scheduled for 4 3-minute rounds in the featherweight division. This bout is sanctioned by the British Boxing Board of Control, the timekeeper at the bell, Dave Walters, and the third man in the ring in charge of the action, referee Chris Jones. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. He's wearing the black and silver. His official weight of 121 pounds. He has a record of 31 fights, 1 draw, 1 win, and that win comes in by way of knockout. Hailing from Manchester, United Kingdom, Steven Jackson. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. He is wearing the black and red. His official weight of 124 pounds. He is currently undefeated with 3 wins, and 1 of those wins come in by way of knockout. Hailing from Swansea, Wales, United Kingdom, Brandon Scott!
Be my word of command at all times. Defend yourself at all times. Keep all your punches above the weight. Any questions, Greg? Any questions? Touch gloves good enough, boys.
Well, what an entrance from Brandon Scott. The young man from Swansea, just 19 years of age, wears the black shorts with red trim, in against Manchester's Steven Jackson in black with silver trim. Scott, this is 4th professional contest. So far, so good. 3 fights, 3 wins, 1 inside the distance. Jackson, well, bit of a road warrior, 1 win, 29 defeats and a draw, but he is capable and he will have a go at times and could pose Scott problems. Although Scott's made a very, very comfortable start to this already. Just very sharp, snappy work with the jab and shots to the body. Great speed, and delighted to have alongside me for this one a fella that's got a big fight of his own coming up very showly as well. Wants to address right the wrong, is that right, Gavin Gwynn?
Yeah, definitely. But we got a great fight here. Brandon Scott's a showman. I've watched him a couple of times, and he started sharp here. Yeah.
And of course, Gavin's got that fight with Craig Woodruff. They had the draw in Bolton not so long ago, but it's very much on Welsh soil, on the Joe Cordina undercard, no less. So it'll be a cracking night just down the road from here. At the moment, Brandon Scott, who goes by the moniker Boom Boom and is convinced he has a very bright future, and who's to doubt him? Started very brightly tonight as well.
Yeah, nice and sharp, staying behind the jab, nice and composed. Just looks like he's measuring up for a big shot every time.
When you are a showman like he is, you do need to back it up, don't you? But
yeah,
he does
definitely.
do that, doesn't he?
Yeah, of course. Like the last time out, I think I seen him with the Cobra Kai headband on. He done a somersault over the rope. So and he went and stopped his opponent, I think, in that fight. So he's very strong for a small lad. He's very strong. He's got good footwork. So you got everything to back it up as well. Yeah.
Yeah, Brandon Scott managed to stop Luke Fash, who's a very seasoned, durable away fighter. There was a cut involved, but he was down in the first round, so it was a really impressive performance.
Yeah. He's nice and calm, he's nice and relaxed. He don't rush nothing. He looks like a seasoned professional in it.
Well, he could make a statement tonight if he can get Stephen Jackson out of there. He's had 31 fights, only been stopped the once against the very highly touted Abdul Khan. Very capable.
Nothing seems to be phasing Brandon in there. He's just slipping the shots and he's throwing the counters back. I don't think he'd missed one counter yet. There's a nice body shot landed inside there then.
Yeah, you could just see that Jackson felt that.
Yeah.
Good round, good first round. This schedule for 4. Impressive stuff from young Brandon Scott.
Yeah, definitely. Really good round.
It's great to see so many legends of the sport from Wales involved with the action tonight. Gary Lockett's been a very busy man. Liam Williams has been sat where you are, as has Joe Cordina. It's fantastic to see the veterans of the game, and I mean that kindly, giving back to the younger guys coming through.
Oh, 100%. I just had a photo outside now with Colin Jones, my old Welsh trainer when we used to box at Wales. Yep. He was outside, he's supporting Sean tonight. You got Zach Davis as well, a former pro and a former opponent, and myself as well. There's loads of fighters here tonight. It's good to see him supporting Sean, yeah, and supporting the rest of the boys.
Well, he's not Welsh, but Jack Catterall's here in the Sean McGoldrick camp. I can tell you that as well. I spotted him before, so it's a brilliant night here tonight. Anyway, look at the crowd, and everyone's been in here since 6 o'clock, basically.
Yeah, it's been brilliant, and the show's gone without any hiccups so far.
Do you know, I went through that list of names without actually mentioning Gavin Rees, and that was what actually spurred me into to say about all the legends here, and I didn't even mention the guy that was in Brandon's corner. The Rock.
There's a legend in the corner. That's a slip then, I think. He works nice up and down, Brandon, bringing the hands down.
Yeah, he's got a very easy on the eye style.
Can see why he sells so much tickets, really, you can. He likes to have a war as well. He's tucking up there, taking some shots back.
That shot to the body again.
Yeah.
It's just really landed. You can just see that there's a little wince on the face of Steve Jackson every time that's landed.
I think Gavin have told him in the corner that he hurt him to the body in the last round, and he's going looking for it this round now.
He didn't mind a tear up himself, Gavin, did he?
Yeah, definitely. I can remember the 2 fights with former teammate Gary Buckland.
Yep, yep.
Brilliant fights, both of them.
Still really enjoying his work in there tonight. Scott just got caught a little one. Cheeky shot from Jackson there on the way in.
I think he's looking for that body shot a bit too much now. Come back upstairs now and then start sinking them back down to the body when his hands start coming back up around his head.
He's physically the bigger man in there tonight as well. He's using his advantages well.
Yeah, I think they had the day before weigh-in as well, so Brandon's probably put on a few pounds since yesterday.
Yep.
It's probably Jackson's natural weight what he's walking round out, so he's probably haven't put that much back on.
Jackson's shared the ring with a man who is top of the bill tonight, Sean McGoldrick. Dropped a 6-rounder points decision to Sean a couple of years ago. Another little slip at the end of the round there. Just got a little bit messy there, but so far so good for Brandon.
Yeah, definitely won every round. I think he was falling in behind his work again, but he needs to go back like he was doing in the first round and get back behind the jab, fast hands, bringing his hands up, and then he can start sinking them body shots in. Really good round again, though. But start this third round now. I think he start fast hands to the head and start sinking them back down to the body. He might even get a stoppage.
Do you get the impression as well he doesn't really fear what's coming back from Jackson? He's in there too long. Yeah,
and he's holding his hands up and trying to have a tear up instead of outboxing him like he did in the first round and catching him with the slippery body shots.
Well, he started boxing Brandon Scott to lose weight. He was an overweight kid. He needed to get fit. Took to it very, very well. They came in with the Darth Vader uniform on. It says he's an absolute geek away from the boxing ring. That's how he describes himself. I wouldn't dare do that.
No. He don't look like a geek in there to me.
No.
Yeah, he started this round so much better now. Using his fast hands. Showing his footwork as well.
Good work again. Just showing his strength in the clinch there as well, Brandon Scott.
Jackson's a tough old cookie, mind. He took some great shots, great body shot in the corner, but there just then.
Yep.
And it's good learning fight for Brandon, this, in against the tough journeyman road warrior. He'll learn a lot from this.
Well, Jackson is the type that he will have a go. I think he realises that Scott's probably a bit too much for him tonight, so he's not going to be as gung-ho as he might often be.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
You can see by his record, doesn't look great, but he doesn't get stopped.
No, that's it.
And he's very, very tough.
They're both doing a bit of showboat in there then.
I think Scott just admiring his own work there.
Yeah. Good right hand on top of the temple. Just didn't follow it up. That was a good body shot again there then.
I mean, early stages, obviously, just 4 rounders at this point of his career, but the tempo hasn't dropped. He's clearly super, super fit. Be interesting when he does step up the round 6, 8, 10 rounders.
Yeah, I know for a fact that Gavin Rees gets all his boys super, super fit. In the valley, he's doing the mountain runs. I've seen him myself, so he gets them training hard and make sure they're super fit.
Now, how are your preparations going for April the 22nd?
Oh, he's just falling out the ropes.
Little slip there.
Yeah, it's going well. I'm back, obviously sparring now. I broke my hand 2 weeks before the last fight, so I couldn't do any sparring 2 weeks before the last fight. But yeah, it's going well. I've been sparring since Christmas now, and the hand seems to be fully healed up. So I can't wait for the 22nd of April, and I can put all my wrongs right, really. Yeah.
Well, Brandon Scott, who's really enjoyed himself in here tonight against Stephen Jackson. There was that coming together at the end there. Nothing really in that, just one of those clumsy clashes, really.
He's a tough old cookie, that Jackson. He's just laughing in the corner there.
Seconds out, fourth and final round.
Don't be surprised to see him have another go now in this fourth and final round.
Another good body shot to start the round there from Brandon.
Good work to the body still from Brandon Scott. It's been a feature of his throughout this fight.
Good footwork then, in and out, trying to bring him onto the shots.
He took a little body shot of his own there.
Yeah. He's thrown a bit more level in this last round, Jackson. Now he's having a go. So he's leaving himself open for Brandon to land clean shots.
Just stalking his man again. Scott just trying to keep Jackson there. Gets out of the corner. Just comes back with a couple of his own.
That's the first hold I've seen for the fight. It's the first hold. Really good pace, this fight. 4 rounds non-stop.
Well, Brandon Scott has won every minute and every round,
Yeah.
but it doesn't tell the full story, does it, when you've got a lad like Jackson that's still coming there, still
Yeah,
trying
he's
to
having a
sling.
go this round.
Yeah.
He's walking him down now, so...
It's not the defensive, just run around kind
No.
of away fighting that you can see.
Yeah, he's having a go this last round. He's fancying it, so... Brandon will learn a lot from this as well. Good shot, good right hand then.
Still moving really well, Brandon Scott.
Nice and light on his feet, isn't he?
Again, excellent work to the body that's clearly
nice,
reddened up
nice
from Jackson.
movement. He's just coasting this last round now. We know he's won the fight, Brandon.
Well, who'll have the final say? Jackson's still in there at the end. Brandon Scott, though, put on a very, very good performance from the first bell. I think he probably got an idea in the second round that this fella's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah, definitely. Like, he started going downstairs in the second round, and he was just soaking him up. Jackson was soaking him up. So Gavin probably had a word in the corner and said, look, just get the rounds out. This is just going to be a good experience. He's a tough old cookie, that Jackson. No fair play to him.
Well, Gavin Rees looks very happy, as it should be. It's a good performance, just 19 years of age.
Real
pleasure having Gavin Gwynn alongside us for this very entertaining 4-rounder.
and gentlemen, after 4 rounds of boxing, we go to the referee scorecard. Referee Chris Jones scores the bout 40-36. And your winner, Brandon Scott!
So clear winner, Brandon Scott, who takes the applause of his adoring public. He is a very entertaining character, still a teenager, but doing really good things. Yeah, seems very, very comfortable. There we go. Brandon Scott still has the perfect record. It is now 4-0, just at 1 stoppage win, and he's going to make his way over so he can get away from his adoring public to have a chat in the studio with Ali Drew.
Brandon, come this way. You moved to 4-0. You look like you enjoyed that performance. Talk me through it.
All I'm going to say is it's clearly not true what they say about gingers not liking the heat, because damn! But no, I had fun. I came into this fight on my last sparring session last week. I badly sprained my right hand. I thought it was broken. I thought I could have fractured it. And I said, if it's fractured, I'm not going to fight. But they just said, it's badly sprained. So I spoke to my coach, Gavin, and he said, the best medication you can have is have a spoonful of cement and harden something up. So that's exactly what I did. I may not have been able to utilize it to the most of I wanted to, but I still use it and I got the win, so what else can I want?
Yeah, and it was a relentless pace for the 4 rounds. Yeah. Was that the game plan going in, to keep a pace like that?
That's just kind of how I am in boxing, in my life. I like to live a million miles an hour. I'm a very hyperactive kid. I thought I had ADHD, but it turns out I got a screw loose. But I'm a very energetic kid, and it shows in how I box.
And it was a very dominant performance, and that was a tough opponent, so a good learning fight for you in that.
Yeah, it's a good learning fight for me, but I don't want these kind of fights anymore. I was supposed to fight something Singh, an Indian, who was a step-up fight over 6 rounds with a winning record. That's what I want. I don't want to be one of these people who's constantly fighting journeyman. I know it's what you got to do, but I don't want to think of myself as every other boxer. I want to take step-ups, and I want to be a British champion by the time I'm 21, because that's the youngest you're allowed to be to win it. So that's my plan. I plan to be British champion by the time I'm 21. I'm world champion by the time I'm 24. I'm not holding back. Just people might not like me for saying it. You think I want to be a British champion by 21, world champion by 24. I want to ride off into the sunset and live my life.
So are we going to see you step up in the rounds next time we see you out?
100%. This is my last 4 rounder now. I want to go to a 6th rounder, and I'm still a teenager. So I'm planning on getting my rankings so high. By the time I'm 21, they have no choice but to give me my title. So whoever has the British bantamweight title, whether it's Sean McGoldrick or the other guy, no disrespect, I don't know his name. Whoever has it, it could be someone I don't know. But when I'm 21, you're going to have to see me for that title.
So when are we going to see you out again?
Whenever you can. Tomorrow, I'll fight again if there's someone else here. I'm not tired, I can go again. You'll see me tomorrow, you'll see me next week, whenever I can, because this is a short window of a career. I know I'm young, but I plan to utilise my age as an advantage as much as I can. So what you tell me when's next? You tell me.
Well, hopefully soon, but it was a great performance. Well done, Brandon.
Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your night.
You too. Well, that was a great performance. We're going to take a little break, and then we will be back with some more action.
There's a gate up ahead, mate. You want me to open it?
No, it's okay, son. I'll get it.
Right, now I've got a special guest with me. The man from the rise of the Foot Soldier films, it is Terry Stone. And you are here promoting the new film, and also there's a game.
That's right, yeah. So the first film was out 16 years ago. They've remastered it, re-edited it, and extended it by 20 minutes. So that came out last week. And we also released the Rise of the Foot Soldier computer game. So for anybody watching this at home that wants to go around being Tony Tucker packed out of Craig Rolfe, causing chaos, beating people up, you can do it for the price of a cup of coffee.
So how do they get the game? How can they play it?
Okay, so it's on all the app stores. So whether you've got an Android phone or an Apple phone, iOS, you can just download it and play it. And it's really good fun. It's already #1 in the charts on its week of release, and it's great. I'm a massive boxing fan, so to be able to have the Foot Soldier game sponsoring a boxing event, and I've not been to Cardiff, so it's my first time. So it's been good.
Well, welcome to Cardiff. And how are you enjoying the boxing tonight?
Oh, it's been really good. It's been really good. I mean, sitting ringside as well, you're in it. You know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to the main event, and hopefully, Goldrick wins.
And have you been to many boxing events before?
I've been to loads, yeah. I mean, I'm a sort of Vegas veteran. I've obviously been at Wembley loads of times, the O2. I've got loads of really good friends in the boxing fraternity, so I do get to go to quite a few. But your first time in Cardiff, but it's been a good night, really good fun.
A good night to come. And so, what is the plan for you going forwards? Obviously, you say a new film came out last week. Is there going to be more? Because there's a lot in the franchise.
Well, no, we're on number 6. So the new one is Take 2 Days of Blood. That'll be out November time, and then we're doing Foot Soldier Ibiza, which, if you've seen Foot Soldier Marbella, is basically me and Craig Rolfe being outrageous in Ibiza. So that'll be fun. And then we've got a couple of other films we're doing as well, which will be made this year. So yeah, it's going to be a busy year for me as an actor and as a producer. So I'm really excited about it.
Really, yeah, I've seen all the films, so I do know them. I've seen all of them. Yeah.
How did you recognise me without the
without the wig? Do many people recognise you without the wig on?
No, people actually think it's my real hair, which is worrying. But no, it was definitely a wig. So yeah, definitely a wig.
Perfect. So make sure you get the game because it is out now. And your prediction for the main event, Sean McGoldrick for the win?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'd like him to win. I don't know the other guys fighting, but no, I want McGoldrick. Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect. Well, enjoy the rest of the night here in Cardiff. Enjoy the boxing. Thank you. And we are going to move on to our title fights now. The first of our 2 big title fights is up next. It is for the vacant Welsh Area lightweight title, and it is between 2 undefeated fighters, Rashid Omar against Conor McIntosh. Going to hand over to our MC Huss.
Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for our 7th bout of the evening. Scheduled 10 3-minute rounds for the vacant British Boxing Board of Control Welsh Area Lightweight Championship. And now, making his way to the ring, Conor McIntosh. And now, ladies and gentlemen, his opponent making his way to the ring, Rashid Brickfast Omar. Ladies and gentlemen, this bout scheduled for 10 3-minute rounds for the vacant British Boxing Board of Control Welsh Area Lightweight Championship. This bout is also sponsored by Rise of the Foot Soldiers, the mobile game. This bout is sanctioned by the British Boxing Board of Control, the timekeeper at the bell, Dave Walters, and the third man in the ring in charge of the action, referee Reese Carter. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. He is wearing the white and purple. His official weight of 133.8 pounds. He is currently undefeated with 5 wins. Hailing from Port Talbot, Wales, United Kingdom. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. He's wearing the dark navy. His official weight of 134.13 pounds. He is currently undefeated with 3 wins. Hailing from Cardiff, Wales, United Kingdom, Rashid Omar.
Well, on we go, and what an intriguing contest this is for the vacant Welsh Area lightweight title between 2 unbeaten fighters. Conor McIntosh wears the white shorts with purple panels in against Rashid Omar, who wears the all slate grey. Omar, 3 professional contests, 3 wins. Conor McIntosh, just a couple more fights. 5 fights, 5 wins. And again, this has had plenty of people talking. We've got the main event still to come, of course, the British title fight between McGoldrick and Allan. But there's so much intrigue on this. Oh, and a big left hand straight away from Omar, and just rocked back a little bit, McIntosh.
That was a great shot.
And Joe Cordina just speaking before this one.
Yeah, I said this. I think it's a fight with 2 intriguing styles. You got Conor, who's bouncy on the back foot, more like an amateur, and then you got Rashid, who's come forward and looking to hurt you with both hands. And you just seen then he made Conor miss, and he hit him with a lovely counter, and you can see it shook Conor up for a second. He's got to be careful.
Well, he's finding a home for that left hand at times, Omar, in the early stages of this one. McIntosh just moving around well.
You've sort of settled down now, Conor on his feet. Looking just to try and set something up, but Rashid's just stepping forward, taking the ground off him and hitting him with jabs.
Oh, again, a good left hand landed. It's been a good opening round from Omar. Referee Reese Carter. Happy with something there?
I don't know what he's pointing at, something at the stage, but yeah, I don't know what really he was pointing to. He's taking the ground off Conor very nicely, Rashid. And he's looking to just draw him, make him fall short and counter him.
with this one, of course. The Welsh title at stake, scheduled for 10 rounds. But the power shots certainly that have landed have come from Rashid Omar in this opening round. As McIntosh, well, he just launches himself in the final stages of round one, and his supporters are on their feet now.
Regardless of whether Conor can hurt Rashid or not, he shouldn't be doing that. But yeah, they made that a sort of an even round.
Well, you wouldn't say it's a slow burner.
No. I knew it from the start. The styles would gel, and they definitely have. But I think it was a bit silly for Rashid to do that, put his hands down and let Conor, not so, I wouldn't say nick the round, but it was definitely an even round.
Well, it's a glancing shot really from Omar that set things up for him at the start of the round, and then he did land the left a couple of times very successfully. That late flurry from McIntosh. And it has been a who's who of Welsh boxing tonight now. Enzo Macronelli joining the long list of the great and the good from Welsh boxing in the corner, passing on that information to the next generation. Brilliant to see.
Yeah, you got Enzo, very experienced. He's been at the highest level. But you also got a very experienced corner in Tony Borg, Billy Reynolds. So yeah, it's interesting, a very interesting fight, and it's heating up as we speak.
So excellent crowd here in the Vale Sports Arena in Cardiff, and it's been a brilliant night of action so far, and it's just peaking at the right time as well with this really engaging contest. Oh, McIntosh really lets the hands go. Good left hand from McIntosh as well.
Shots.
A big sweeping left from Omar just knocks McIntosh back on his feet. And again, up and uppercut through the middle shots. Again, a little body shot there as well landed from Omar.
Rashid is catching him with some lovely shots, but I think he's stepping in and smothering his work. But he is definitely catching him and at will at times.
Omar just told off the back of the head there. Good stiff jab to the body.
Great shot.
Still these spiteful shots from Omar coming in. McIntosh is coming back with work of his own though.
There's a lot of movement from Conor, and I think down the line that's going to play against him, because Rashid's just stepping forward, taking the ground off him and hitting him with some big shots.
Just claiming centre of the ring, Rashid Omar at 33. He's 5 years the senior man.
Just hitting behind the head there once again. See Rashid playing with a lead hand, trying to set something up. See, he knows he's catching him with that lead, that backhand straight over the top. Same again. Another good round.
A little smile between the pair at the end of the round as well. Certainly hasn't disappointed so far. So early in the fight as well. Plenty of action. good work from both men, but the stiffer shots, the more spiteful shots seem to be coming from Omar.
Yeah, so there's some nice boxing coming from Conor, but there's just not enough. There's a lot of movement, nothing really happening. But yeah, Rashid's just taking the ground up off him, and when he gets close, he's letting that big backhand go, and putting in combinations when he gets close. So yeah, I'd definitely give that round to Rashid.
It was interesting, a couple of southpaws going head to head. In the left hand, he's just been susceptible to that, McIntosh.
He's throwing some good shots, Conor, but he's just staying there static once he's finished, and he's getting caught on the way out. It's a great shot. It's another great shot.
And again, a flurry from McIntosh. He's just trying to keep Omar on the ropes, then just steps back. Decent work to body then head from Omar.
That's a lovely job. Rashid's boxing smart. He's not rushing anything. He's just taking the ground up, and when he gets close, he's letting his hands go, which is perfect for what he needs to be doing.
Well, we said it before about what it means to these lads to win this title. The intensity is there for all to see in this battle that's developing beautifully in front of our eyes.
Of course, listen, it's a Welsh title, and people that hold this title in Wales, it's gives them a lot of pride. So yeah, this is he's taking some big shots, Conor, and you can see he got a chin, and he's not going to go down easily. So yeah, it's a title that the boys who hold it with a lot of pride.
Well, another entertaining round. Well, good work from Omar, but McIntosh had success of his own in that round. Fast hands and flurries. So the fourth round, and at this stage, after we've seen 3 full rounds, how are you scoring it, Joe?
The first round, Rashid was boxing lovely until he put his hands down, just sort of showing McIntosh that he couldn't hurt him, but he got caught with a flurry of punches, which to the judges, I think that sort of, for me, give it an even round. then after that, Rashid have won everything pretty comfortably. He's landing with the biggest shots. He's pressing the fight, and he's not wasting no energy, and he's doing everything he needs to be doing.
Still Rashid Omar on the front foot and just controlling the centre of the ring.
He's jumping in. That's a bad thing, because in a minute he might walk onto one. I think Rashid's just walking him down, and if he times one right and Conor jumps in with one, it might be good night.
You made the point earlier as well about the amount of movement that McIntosh has been forced to do, and how much that will, as the rounds go on, take its toll.
Yeah, of course. Listen, you can't do that for 10 and 12 rounds. It's not impossible, but you're going to burn a lot of energy. And I think where Rashid is just stepping forward, he's not moving quickly into range. He's plodding into range. I don't think McIntosh needs to be moving as much as he did. That's a great shot.
Again, good work going forward from McIntosh, and his supporters now are on their feet.
Oh, great shot.
Big left hand at the end of the round. Just landed on McIntosh. He took it well.
Yeah, great finish to the round, Rashid. You can see he's taking everything on the gloves. You can see that Conor can't hurt him, but I think as time goes on, if Conor don't slow down and he starts putting his shots together like he's doing, it could be a very interesting fight down the line. But at this present moment, I got Rashid 3-up.
Just had the final say in the round there as well, with the left hand that's been so successful for him tonight.
Seconds out, round 5.
Good start to the round. And again. I think he's trying to time his jab and get that backhand over the top. You can see he was looking for it then.
Good work from McIntosh.
Be busier, Rashid. Be busier.
Rashid Omar just coming back with a couple of very clever jabs, a good 1-2 as well, and it's just turned into a bit of a wrestle.
Busier, Rashid. Busier.
That was a good shot to the body. I think he hurt him there.
Busier. More.
Was it just a wince there?
Busier shots.
Coming together there. left.
shots, lovely times.
Really
he's
found
been
the
looking for that. He's been looking for that the past 3-4 rounds.
And McIntosh appears to have taken that well, but it has always been success from that side as McIntosh then goes to work, and again we're being treated to a fantastic fight as we thought it would be.
Lovely little shot, stabbed it right downstairs.
Threes and fours, Rashid. Punches and punches. Threes and fours, Rashid. Threes and fours. Same again, Rashid. Same again.
Well, he still marches forward. Rashid Omar.
That was a lovely round, a brilliant round to watch.
Well, the shot of the round definitely from Rashid Omar, but again, McIntosh with success in that round again.
Yeah, of course, we see, Rashid is catching Conor with some beautiful shots, but not enough of them to keep Conor sitting back. And once Conor's getting caught with the big shots by Rashid, he's coming back with his own. So I don't know. It just depends what the judges want to see and what they like. But yeah, it's arguments both sides. But at this present moment, I thought Conor might have nicked that round, but I still got Rashid up.
Corners, 10 seconds. Seconds out, round 6.
So at the halfway point of this enthralling contest, Joe Cordina has Rashid Omar just ahead.
Yeah, I've got him just ahead, 2 rounds up, but it's a very interesting fight, and it's getting exciting as the rounds go on.
Well, will tiredness be a factor? Will that be something to McIntosh's detriment, or will he, again, as he has done throughout, find those flurries, and will it be Omar that tires?
That was a great shot, lovely time.
He's finding the right shot at the right time, Rashid Omar. Oh, and a good stiff jab from Omar as well. Just rocked the head back of McIntosh. Being fought at a really good pace. And spiteful work from Omar. Again, McIntosh comes back. It's just fantastic to watch.
some good work there by Rashid to finish the round strong. Like I said, there's a lot of movement coming from McIntosh, and sometimes there's nothing coming back when Rashid's catching him. So I think for that, again, I'd give that another round to Rashid.
Well, it looks like a draining kind of a fight from McIntosh's point of view as well. Macronelli is just there giving some advice in the corner, but it's still there. It's still there for the taking, though, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. Listen, there's a few rounds left. It's definitely there for the taking. We don't know how the judges are scoring. We're only seeing it from one angle. So, yeah, it's definitely an open fight. But I'd have Rashid Omar up a couple of rounds.
Corners, 10 seconds.
It's that poker face of Rashid Omar as well. He doesn't give anything away, he's just marching forward. It must be quite soul-destroying, really. He's always there, and the shots are so spiteful. You know, you've shared the ring with him on many a sparring session.
Yeah, but I've sparred both, so I know firsthand what they talk about. Like you said, a bit of a poker face with Rashid. He's like that in person. He don't really give much away. He's not an emotional guy, so yeah. But they're both good fighters, and like I said, I was looking forward to this fight the most because I knew the stars would gel. But the one thing he can't do, Rashid, is be lazy now. He's got to keep building on the rounds he's won and start going through the gears now. And I would say the same for Conor also. Like we were just saying, the fight is open. It's not a closed book. So yeah, I'd push on now for Conor. Great shot. Great shot.
The oohs and ahs when that potent left hand of Rashid Omar lands, and the sweat flies off the head of McIntosh, who still, though, comes back, won't be deterred. I think what's really added to this fight as well, it's the first time really either man has got in there with a very, very live opponent, an unbeaten opponent as well, obviously, but a really live opponent. They've been through the durable journeyman situation up to this point, and then we have this.
Yeah, well,
let's help make it a treat.
You've got Rashid 3-0, Conor 5-0.
Yeah.
Like we were saying, it's very rare we get two unbeaten fighters come together early on in their careers. So yeah, I think it's a great fight for both, and yeah, I think whoever wins moves on to bigger and better things, and it's great for their careers. Oh, bit of a cheap shot there, just in the moment. I don't think intentional.
Well, a ticket off for Omar. Well, both men surely really feeling the heat in there now.
Another great round. Another great round.
Well, the key shot, that whipping left hand of Rashid Omar has been the key shot for him all night. And of course the main event still to come, and what a main event. Scott Allan. Final preparations, trainer Ped Lynch. Again, he believes
Corners 10 seconds.
It's going to be his very special night. Of course, we'll see Sean McGoldrick as well in his dressing room shortly. Three rounds to go here in what has been a fight that has lived up to expectation. And it is still in the balance. Although Joe Cordina's scorecard will have Rashid Omar ahead. And good work again from the man who goes by the moniker Brickfist. Again, times a good shot. McIntosh took that right hand and shots.
Times like that, you've got to try and get one hand free and start punching away until the ref says break. But you can't just sit there having a rest.
Is tiredness creeping into both men? I mean, obviously, we've mentioned that McIntosh seems to have been doing a lot of graft and movement.
Yeah, I think that's his sort of his style anyway. So he has to train like that to be able to fight like that. But don't get me wrong, both guys are feeling it. Fatigue will start kicking in now, and it's whoever wants it more down the stretch. But like I said, I believe Rashid's up. So yeah, it's more McIntosh to be doing the work.
Well, another talking to for hitting on the back of the head. Is there going to be a point here? Yeah.
Yeah. There's I think it was around about the third time he's done it. So
Reece Carter, the referee, deducting a point from Rashid Omar. As this now giving McIntosh a bit of impetus, who's really letting the hands go. And you can hear the crowd here at the arena, everybody on the feet, and McIntosh having a right go in this, the 8th round. Now it's Omar's turn to release the fists and try and make a telling impact at the end of this round.
It's a great round to watch.
Well, fantastic action. Well, still the heaviest shots that land are from Rashid Omar. But McIntosh, what a performance he's put in as well. Takes your fancy in this one, really.
Corners 10 seconds.
McIntosh always trying to come back with something, even when he's been caught. That point deduction just seems to give him a little bit of burst of energy there.
Yeah, of course, it's all to play for now. I still got Rashid up, but yeah, it's edging closer with 2 to go. Well, I say 2 to go. Oh yeah, 2 to go.
McIntosh now edging forward. Oh, catches Rashid Omar with a big left hand of his own, and Well, everybody on their feet anyway, but that was a big shot and probably the biggest shot landed from McIntosh's point of view.
But he can't get carried away because he, as his nickname is Brickfist, he can definitely punch. So he can't rush in and be careless. There's a low one gone in there.
Just got away with that one.
Yeah. On the referee's blind side. Yeah, borderline. That's a good shot. Good shot inside. But he's let Conor come back.
Well, another great round. And you would say that at this point of it, McIntosh has probably had the better of it.
Yeah, so far, but we still got a minute to go.
Yeah. Good work now from Omar and McIntosh.
One thing's for sure, Conor's got a very good chin. He's been hit with some very good clean shots.
Well, he's proved it.
Yep. And you can tell his fitness is there because he's holding them very well. He haven't really wobbled, so...
Well, he was caught early in the first round as well, and he's just shown that resilience is something he's not lacking in a game. Just gets those hands going as Omar is still looking for the big shot. Well, the final knockings of the penultimate round, and well, tiredness has got to be a huge factor now.
Very good round, very, very good round.
Weary on his feet as he goes back to his corner, but he had so much success in that round.
Yeah. Well, both guys had success. You had Conor started the round very, very well, with flurrying and having combinations and landing some very good clean shots. And then towards the back end of the round, Rashid come back and hit with some very big shots, very good big shots. So yeah, but I just don't think Rashid was stepping on him once he caught him, and he was smothering his work at times.
Well, going into the final round then, your scorecard, Joe, what do you think?
I got Rashid one up.
That tight?
Yeah, that one up. With the point deduction, I got Rashid one up.
Well, could be a very, very interesting final 3 minutes.
I could be all wrong. It goes down to the judges at the end of the day, and they could have it completely different.
Well, it's been a great fight, a brilliant fight, in the right spirit.
But both need a very big round.
Who is going to have the final say? Well, Omar has had more success with the bigger shots, but then the flurries have come from McIntosh. He has let the hands go. Both men surely desperately tired now. And the atmosphere inside the Vale Sports Arena has been absolutely sensational as well.
You've got to be careful, Rashid, with the shots beyond the head. He's already had points off. To have another point off would be very very bad for him. But I think that might sway the fight.
Well, this would have been a worthy main event. We've still got the British and Commonwealth title fight to come, as Rashid Omar is still trying to find that big shot, and McIntosh is still in there. Oh, again, good heavy artillery by
some good
Rashid
shots
Omar.
going in there from
Good work
Rashid.
on the inside from him.
then Rashid's catching him with some great shots and then letting Conor come back with flurries like that. Oh, but then he's come back with his own.
Okay, big work again though from Omar. He's landed flush on a couple of occasions there, and again you see the chin that McIntosh has.
Yeah.
Yes! And again, Rush, falling into it.
Very good shots.
Could there be a spectacular end to this one, as again Rashid Omar just plods forward, but again lands those big left hands and big shots, and well, McIntosh just holds on now. I just wonder what's left in the tank.
Some great shots going there from Rashid. Very good round from him so far.
Well,
with 20 seconds to go.
McIntosh still tries to fire back. And the final knock-ins. Will there be a final statement made by either man? What a fight this has been. And there it is all over.
Very good fight.
Well, it did not disappoint. Joe Cordina on his feet, applauding both men. What has been an absolute humdinger. Excellent work from start to finish. The more powerful shots landed from Rashid Omar. Faster hands, the flurries. The movement from Conor McIntosh. Well, we'll find out who the victor is. Well, Rashid Omar and his team believe the Welsh title is theirs. It's certainly more serene in the Conor McIntosh corner. A feeling that, well, Omar just did enough throughout. There was the 1 point deduction though, the punching at the back of the head, and now both fighters will be called to the centre of the ring.
May we please have a round of applause for these two fighters. Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds of boxing, we go to the referee scorecard. Referee Reese Carter scores the bout 95-94. And your winner and the new British Boxing Board of Control Welsh Area Lightweight Champion, Rashid Brickfist Omar!
Well, it was very close. Joe Cordina called it. But Rashid Omar claims that Welsh title. Commiserations to Conor McIntosh, who, well, really played his part in what was a brilliant fight.
I don't want to appear in it many times.
Well, you just see what it means to Rashid Omar to get his hands on that belt. But Conor McIntosh at 28, well, of course, can come again. 5 years the younger man. And of course, after that scintillating Welsh lightweight area title, we've still got the main event to come. That British and Commonwealth titles on the line in the bantamweight division. The local man Sean McGoldrick in against Scotland's Scott Allan. That's still to come, but we are shortly with that proud owner of the new belt, Rashid Omar, and I think Conor McIntosh as well, are going to make their way over to the studio where Ali is waiting for them.
Congratulations. Tony, come in. Coney, come in. Right, Rashid, you are the new Welsh Area lightweight champion. How does that sound?
Great, great. Over the moon. I've trained hard for this. I knew I was going to do it. I knew it.
And it was an unbelievable fight from both of you. Was that what you were expecting? You both said you thought it was going to be good, but was that what you were expecting?
Yo, that was a very good fight. He put me under pressure. I got nothing but respect for him, especially now after the fight. During there, we're both the same. It's war, isn't it? Simple war. But I know nothing but love.
From day one, like when we found out we were fighting each other, we both had respect for each other during the amateurs. We knew it was going to be tough for both of us. We took our step up early. You know, neither of us have gone past 4 rounds. We've just had a 10-round war in there. I'm a bit disappointed. I think sometimes I could have done a little bit more, but it's 10 rounds of fighting. Nothing really prepares you for that. You know, you can spar as many rounds as you want. You've been getting tough fun. I'll let you talk, man. You're the champion. Well done. Right.
Nothing but respect for him, and I know he can bounce back. He's going to win this in his next fight, definitely. 100%. 100%.
It was all action from the opening bell from both of you. You both predicted it was going to be a great fight, and it really was. Just sum up, while you were in there, what it was like for you in there, because for us, it was entertainment from start opening bell to the end.
It was a war. It was hard work, I'm not going to lie. I dig deep, especially in our last rounds. Dug deep in our last round.
I mean, a lot of people, I don't know, like, I've heard a lot of people say, like, you know, I was a big underdog during that fight. A lot of people thought you were going to knock me out or whatever, but like I took some big shots in there. You took some big shots. I think I hit a bit harder than people thought I do. And we both just put it all out, and we both put out on our shield. We both had successes, exchanges. What was the score? 95, 94? Yeah, a close fight. Do you know what I mean? You know, it's just one of the things, man. And that, you know, that belt suits you, mate. So
always well come back, brother. Always come back. I wish you get with the best in your career.
Thank you, bro.
Very good performance. You'll bounce back from it, but the fans, could you hear them? You had a lot of support, both of you, in there.
Yeah, thank you for all my family and friends who come. I ain't that big here, I ain't got no fans. Everyone who comes to support me is family and friends. Simple.
And you had a lot of support here as well, Conor.
Yeah, I had loads of support as well. I just want to say, I'm sorry to everyone. I thought, you know, we're all supposed to go out and party tonight. When I say party, I don't party, I don't drink. But yeah, man, just, you know, thanks for the support, the continued support. I'm going to have a little week or two off now. You know, get back to work and, you know, get back to my beautiful daughter back at home. I feel like, I don't say I've neglected her, but I've put a lot of time and effort into this training. Do you know what I mean? So I'll just spend some time with her now, quality time, and I'll be back this year.
And final words to the new champ.
I'd want to say a good thank you to my trainer, Tony Borg, my S&C coach, Solly, and all my team, the Tony Borg Army. We're here to stay.
Congratulations, great fight, both of you. Well done.
I want to say thank you to all my sponsors, all my coaches, Enzo, Gary, Mike, Bob, Simon, Richie, Greg, everyone from my amateur career all the way through to the pros. Everyone supporting me. Oh, Tony, well, I met, and just it's a cruel.
It's the way it goes.
It's a cruel mistrust, boxing.
Well, it was a great performance from both of you. Great fight. Right, we're going to take a little break after that absolute war we've just seen, and it is going to be the main event up next.
There's a gate up ahead, mate. You want me to open it?
No, it's okay, son. I'll get it.
Gate up ahead, mate. You want me to open it?
No, it's okay, son. I'll get it.
There's a gate up ahead, mate. You want me to open it?
No, it's okay, son. I'll get it.
There's a gate up ahead, mate. You want me to open it?
No, it's okay, son. I'll get it.
I'm a bad man, yeah.
Welcome back. Well, it is now time for our main event of the evening. It is for those vacant British and Commonwealth bantamweight titles between Sean McGoldrick and So it's time for the main event of the evening. It is for the vacant British and Commonwealth titles between Sean McGoldrick and Scott Allan. This is what we've been waiting for. It's going to promise to be a great one. It is time to hand over to our MC Huss.
Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for our main event of the evening. Scheduled to... Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for our main event of the evening. Scheduled 12 3-minute rounds for the vacant British and Commonwealth Bantamweight Championship. And now, making his way to the ring, Scott, the title taker, Allan. And now, ladies and gentlemen, his opponent making his way to the ring, Sean McGoldrick. Ladies and gentlemen, this bout scheduled for 12 3-minute rounds for the vacant British and Commonwealth Bantamweight Championship. This bout is brought to you by 36 Sport in association with Eaton of Let's Go Management. Also streaming live on Boxing Social. Also, ladies and gentlemen, the first ever British title live streaming on TikTok. This bout is sanctioned by the British Boxing Board of Control, the steward in charge, Ron Pavitt, and the inspectors ringside, Paul Gooding, Gemma Price, Robert Williams, and Julian Courtney, and Liam Sheeran. And the 3 judges scoring ringside, Kieran McCann, Reese Carter, and Terry O'Connor. Timekeeper at the bell, Dave Walters. And the 3rd man in charge of the action inside the ring, referee Kevin Parker. And now, ladies and gentlemen, all in attendance in the Vale Sports Arena and all watching live on Boxing Social, Cardiff, are you ready? Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner, he is wearing the white and gold. His official weight of 117.9 pounds. He has a record of 18 fights, 6 losses, 1 draw, 11 wins, and 1 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Hailing from Shot, Scotland, United Kingdom, Scott, the title taker, Allan. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. He is wearing the black and gray. His official weight of 117.10 pounds. He has a record of 13 fights, 1 loss, 12 wins, and 3 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Hailing from Newport, Wales, United Kingdom, Sean McGoldrick. Referee now will give his instructions.
Well, the main event of the evening at a very boisterous Vale Sports Arena. It's been a brilliant atmosphere throughout. We've seen plenty of action. And this, the big one. The British and Commonwealth titles on the line in the bantamweight division. These vacant belts. Scott Allan from Scotland wearing white and gold. And from Newport, just down the road, Sean McGoldrick, who wears black with the colours of Wales and the colours of Ireland, the land of his parents' birth, on the side of his shorts. And we're just about ready to go. Delighted to have alongside me for this one a fellow that's been busy, a former world title challenger in his own right, of course, and an esteemed trainer, Gary Lockett. Well, 3 fights for you so far tonight and 3 wins, and I'm sure you're just looking forward to enjoying this action, as we all are here tonight.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's been a long time coming for Sean to challenge for titles. I think obviously he was a very decorated amateur, so as I say, we expected when he turned pro that he was going to hit the ground running, but it just hasn't been like that. So really glad to see him get his shot tonight. Obviously there's more esteemed names in the bantamweight division like Cal Yafai, Paul Butler, but obviously these 2 guys have fought for the right to fight for the British and Commonwealth titles, so really looking forward to this tonight.
Really, it's a fascinating matchup as well. It's Allan just on the front foot of the opening stages, but McGoldrick just looking composed and having a little look. Both men, their preparations have been brilliant for this, the biggest night of their boxing lives. So much at stake. And a fairly cagey opening, as you might imagine. Scott Allan believes he's got the experience of championship fights that McGoldrick doesn't have. Sean with that brilliant amateur pedigree. Well, something's got to give. Of course, both men have had blips in their career. Sean just the 1 defeat to Thomas Assomba, 12 victories, and good work from him.
Yeah, looking really compact, Sean. Really impressed so far in the first round. Very confident display so far.
Everything off the jab.
Well, both men, you mentioned before, Gary, that it's not all gone Sean's way. He's very decorated, of course, with the gold and the bronze Commonwealth medal, but it's been harder as a pro. But this could just turn things all around. At the age of 31, this would be such a big moment for him, as it would for Scott Allan.
Yeah, of course. I mean, Sean looks the boss straight away. if he can continue in this vein, obviously he's got a good chance of winning. But like you said, look, you know, winning the British and Commonwealth titles, of course, that's going to elevate everything. That's going to change everything for him. So obviously he had a little bit of bad luck when he fought Thomas Asomba. I think Thomas was just a little bit too clever for him, a little bit too seasoned for him. But a couple of years later, he's got himself back in the mix, and if he can win this tonight, this completely transforms his career.
Keep your concentration, Sean. Keep your concentration.
Good jab again from McGoldrick.
I think he looks to have hurt Scott Allan a couple of times, Sean. A couple of body shots have gone in, a couple of right hands over the top. So he started really well.
Beautiful work, Sean. Beautiful.
So both men having a good look at each other. Just before we crack on with round two, just got a word for your fighters that have been on the bill tonight, though. Tonight, Gary, you've had the two Crockers, Ben and Cravel. You've also had Kieran Jones. You happy with the work?
Yeah, I mean, Carvel, Crocker, no relation to Ben, by the way.
Yeah.
Carvel, basically, on his debut, he dropped a guy 3 times that never gets stopped and nearly stopped him. So I kind of made him think he was a puncher, so I think he went hunting for the knockout tonight, but he got a little bit frustrated. But it's all part of his learning. Ben just needed to let his shots go. He's had a couple of sort of wins on the trot now where he hasn't stopped anybody, but I just said to let the right hand go, and he did it tonight, and he got the just rewards. Kieran Jones, multi-titled amateur, just told Kieran, look, you're not going to stop the guy. Let's just put on a display and don't try to stop him. And I think he boxed well.
Out, round 2.
Yep, impressive work. So the second round of this schedule for 12, of course. These British and Commonwealth belts on the line. Just both men meeting in the middle, and well, needed to be untangled, and Allan looking for the jab to the body, but good measuring of distance from McGoldrick.
Scott just trying to jink about and try to set some traps for Sean, but Sean just seems to be standing his ground and not taking the bait. Just flicking the jab out and waiting for the ideal opportunity.
Stay focused, Sean. Stay focused. Let that backhand go more. Let the backhand go, Sean.
But it's still McGoldrick on the front foot for the most part against Allan, who didn't have the amateur pedigree of McGoldrick. Came from a kickboxing background, although he did box in the amateurs as well, but was a very, very successful world champion in kickboxing. You see so many lads move from that genre into boxing as such.
Yeah, not many, they make the switch, but not many make a success of it, do they? But, I mean, really impressed with the way McGoldrick's just holding his feet here. He's not falling in. He's not falling for the counters. He's using that stiff jab to open things up for himself. Much improved under Jamie Moore and Nigel Travis, if I may say so.
Yeah, they've been very impressed with the way that Sean's come on in this camp. I know that the sparring sessions with Gamal Yafai, for example, have been, well, very, very impressive from the coach's point of view. They've been really happy. So he comes into this in the best possible shape as far as all are concerned.
Yeah, of course. And I think, if you've had world-class sparring like that, then it's obviously going to improve you. If you're just sparring guys that you're just knocking from pillar to post, it gives you a false confidence. So obviously Sean sparring those guys, those guys have given him a much needed confidence, and I think maybe that's what he was lacking a few fights beforehand.
In the opposing corner, though, an equal amount of confidence. Scott Allan just feels that he's had his hard luck stories, and it's his time as well.
Good shot from Allan there, though. McGoldrick just left his chin up just for a wee moment there.
much to pick the bounds out in that one. It wasn't a conclusive round for either man.
No, I think the first round, McGoldrick, that was a little bit more closer. It just depends which you like. Is it the movement, Allan, or the steady pressure of Sean?
Out, round 3.
Well, round 3. And we have it, well, possibly an even round 2. McGoldrick's possibly with the first. It's how the judges see it that are all important, of course. And as you imagine, well, the lion's share of the crowd are with the man from Newport. It's been a great atmosphere in here tonight as well, and brilliant seeing a venue full so early as well for all the fights, with all the supporters on, everyone staying as well.
Yeah, it was good. I think a few of the boys, for some reason or another, never did as well as what they normally do with the tickets. But I mean, normally it's absolutely jam-packed here. You know, I don't know if it's just because it's just after Christmas or whatnot, but not quite as full tonight. But nevertheless, a really good atmosphere, especially with Sean McGoldrick boxing, because he sells a load of tickets.
Well, it is going to be a little bit cat and mouse, you feel, in the early stages. Decent work from Allan there.
A little bit of dirty boxing from Sean McGoldrick on the inside there. A little bit of scrappy. He's quite tricky, Scott Allan, isn't he? Switching stance all the time, poking and prodding with that front hand. Yeah, very unorthodox. Poking and prodding with the front hand, and then diving in with surprise shots every now and again, which always calls for a scrappy fight. Always causes a scrappy fight, to be honest. Where Sean being more normal kind of boxer, he's trying to pick the clean shots, whereas Allan just kind of throwing the surprise shots, trying to catch him off guard.
And he's lost a couple of contentious decisions, according to the man himself, to Marcel Braithwaite in Liverpool. Of course, he's been in with Cash Farouk, Lee McGregor. He has mixed in good company. McGoldrick getting great applause from his corner there, just in and out, clever boxing. They're still well poised. It's hard to see if anyone's really got a commanding foothold in the fight. They haven't as yet. You could say that maybe the cleverer work is coming from McGoldrick.
Yes, it's quite difficult from our commentary position here to see really what's going on. We've got a judge sat in front of us. We have to peek around him, but no, nevertheless, I thought Sean won the first one clear. The last two have been quite sort of tricky to pick, haven't they? So very close rounds.
It has been great to see the talent in and outside the ring tonight. It's been really impressive. Obviously lots of prospects, and then we've got the big fight here tonight, but so many people here lending support, and great seeing guys like yourselves in the corner with Enzo. Tony Borg has been doing it for a long time, but Gavin Rees and Liam Williams, who's been sat here tonight, Gavin Gwynn. It's brilliant seeing all the guys out supporting everyone.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think obviously Welsh boxing is a very small community. Someone said the other day that there's only about 30 odd active boxers in Wales. I found that hard to believe, but when I looked it up, it was actually accurate. So.
Well, that's a crazy amount of talent then in a short pool.
It is, but there's very few boxers come from certain areas in Wales. You know, there's not a lot from North Wales, and most boxers come from the south and Cardiff areas, the Valley areas, and the Swansea areas. So,
Allan on the front foot here, just really launching himself at a McGoldrick. Well, the referee just having a bit of a word, just a little bit scrappy at times. Oh, good right hand from McGoldrick. Found the target. Oh, and again a good right hand from McGoldrick, who's just controlling matters in the centre of the ring.
A very cat and mouse, isn't it? Not many clean shots being landed. Each trying to work the openings and land on the counter.
Good shot again though from McGoldrick, just spotted the opening there with the right hand.
It's better from McGoldrick. I'd like to see both just sort of pour away with their jab a little bit more. Throwing the backhand and not having much success. I think they've used their jab a little bit more, they might have a little bit of success. But in a fight like this, I think it's hard to land anything. It's very cat and mouse.
Just a little bit wild from Allan at times, and has been untidy at times. The tidier work, you could say, definitely from McGoldrick. Certainly you couldn't say anybody's really taken control as yet. It's just been a slow burner in many ways.
Yeah, it is a slow burner. I think the more conventional work of Sean McGoldrick is probably a little bit more attractive. But obviously Scott Allan's got a very elusive style, and he lands every now and again with these unusual shots.
Both men know it's a 12-rounder when all's said and done as well.
Yeah. Round 5.
As quick out the blocks, Allan tries to land a right hand. McGoldrick alive to it.
Referee's got a job on his hands here, isn't he? Very scrappy. In fact, it's getting more scrappy as the rounds go on, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, could well be a war of attrition.
Looking for those haymakers over the top all the time, Scott. And then just closing the distance and getting tangled up again.
Jab working well though in this round for McGoldrick. Just getting scrappy again in the middle.
Yeah, it is scrappy. Like to see Sean put his jab out a little bit more. Try and close the distance with the jab and maybe come with the right and the left hooks. But Scott Allan is that type of fighter where he's on his toes and very unconventional style, diving in south or orthodox. So it makes it difficult for someone to pin him down with even a jab. So yeah, that's the problem Sean McGoldrick's got, is trying to pin Scott Allan down with anything because he's very elusive and he's fast on his feet. But I would imagine as the rounds go by, Allan will slow down and we will see a little bit more clean action.
Well, a couple of decent jabs at the end of the round from Allan's point of view. Does he need to put more meat in the shots to try and dissuade Allan? Is that something that they might be saying in the corner there, Jamie Moore and Nigel Travis?
Yeah, but I think it's just so scrappy. Every time that Sean closes the distance with a shot, Scott Allan misses or dives to the side and then clings hold. So, as I say, it's very, very messy at the moment. Not a lot of clean work. But hopefully, as things progress, maybe Allan slows down a little bit and we see a little bit more clean action. I think Sean McGoldrick's got, as I say, he's got the conventional style out of the two. And you can see his jab starting to work as both fighters slow down.
Corners, 10 seconds. Seconds out, round 6.
So again, a little bit of a wrestle to start the sixth.
Better on the jab there from McGoldrick. 3 solid jabs there, 4 solid jabs. Jab is key in this fight, I think.
A good jab to the body.
Yeah, I think he's able to lab that jab a little bit more cleanly because Allan slowed his feet down this round.
And again, McGoldrick just edging forward again, still looking to try and get the jab working. Again, Allan just moving around, using the ring.
little bit more action in this round. I think Scott seemed to slow his feet down a little bit, trading punches a little bit more now as well, so a little bit better to watch.
Neither man has that kind of one-punch power anyway. We're not going to see that kind of a fight, are we? I mean, you can see by the records anyway, but we know what Sean's, as you keep saying, he's a proper technical. That amateur style still prevalent today. He does everything correct, doesn't he? Whereas,
yeah, 100%. I mean, look, you know, there are very few people with one-punch power anyway, but, you know, these guys, none of these guys, their records would suggest that they're punchers. Yeah. One stoppage for Scott Allan and 3 for Sean McGoldrick, so wouldn't suggest that they're punchers, but you just never know. If one of them hits the other on the button with a clean shot, you just never know, do you? But the likelihood is that if this fight is going the distance.
Yep.
And at the moment, I'd say that Sean McGoldrick's up on points.
Yeah, we are just reaching the halfway stage, so that's how you're seeing it then, Sean? Just a couple of rounds to the good, or?
Yeah, I'd say so. A couple of rounds to the good. A few of the rounds have been close, so it all depends what you like, whether it's the elusiveness of Scott Allan or the more direct approach of Sean McGoldrick.
Yeah, many of the rounds have been messy at times. Jamie Moore just imparting the advice there. Similar work being done in the Scott Allan corner.
Corners, 10 seconds. Seconds out, round 7.
Again, 7th round, so past the halfway point. And again, not a great deal in it. It seems to be a general consensus that those around the ringside agree with Gary Lockett. Maybe Sean's a couple of rounds to the good, but again, it's tight. No one's getting, certainly the McGoldrick fans aren't getting carried away just yet. Scott Allan and his people, super confident. There's a decent left hook there from Allan, which almost a little wry smile from Sean McGoldrick.
Still scrappy. I don't think that I don't think this scrappiness is going to go out of the fight, but I think there'll be a little less scrappiness, as I said earlier, the more the rounds go on.
Well, it's quite draining, isn't it? I mean, how will tiredness affect it as the fight goes on?
Yeah, of course. Obviously, it is. Wrestling around in a boxing ring when you're supposed to be punching each other is it's a different art, it's a different energy. So punching is hard enough, but then when you're wrestling each other as well, it's a completely different energy. So it's obviously going to take it out of both boys.
Be a bit busier, Sean. Bit busier. Bit busier, Sean. Yeah.
A decent right hand there from McGoldrick.
I think it's key that he just stands his ground, McGoldrick. Stands his ground, looks for those little counters, fires the jab off, looks for the little counters as Allan flies in. He's done it pretty well up until now. Of course, he's got caught a couple of times, but as I said, Allan has got a very unconventional style, so you know he throws unusual shots.
He's having some success now with hooks to the head, and just seems to have found his distance very well in this round, Sean McGoldrick. But again, as you pointed out, it's the unconventional nature of Scott Allan. Makes life hard. He's always in there. His game, we know that.
Decent round again there from McGoldrick, I think. I think he stood his ground a little bit more, looking for the counters, pouring with a jab. Yeah, looks good. He's looking good in a fight where it's probably quite hard to look good against Scott Allan because of the style that I've mentioned before, very unconventional and very erratic at times.
But the success in that round, really, if you cast your mind back to any punches that landed, really, they were from McGoldrick.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Corners, 10 seconds. Seconds out, round 8.
So again, as ever, Allan bounces out of his corner. Sean McGoldrick won't be pushed back, tries to meet in the middle. Again, slightly cagey, but McGoldrick just trying to measure the distance again, just pause that jab.
Good feet from McGoldrick. Obviously keeping that distance every time Allan dives in. It's a good idea not to get entangled. Trying to use those feet to get back and keep the distance and maybe counter. Really do fancy it's an absolutely golden opportunity for Sean McGoldrick tonight. Obviously, you know, these guys are rated sort of down in the bantamweight rankings, maybe 6 and 7. There's some world-class guys above them, but for McGoldrick, fighting a guy like Scott Allan, who's lost 6 times, really is a golden opportunity for him to claim the British and Commonwealth titles tonight.
Well, certainly having some success here, and the crowd really getting behind their man now.
And again! And again, Sean!
It's a mental fight as well, this one, isn't it? It's concentration levels for Sean
it is,
McGoldrick.
of course. I mean, not so much now. I think McGoldrick's having his share of success now, but obviously the first sort of 6 rounds, it's very, very hard to get the measure of someone who's got an erratic style like Scott Allan. So that's his style, and he has good success from the things that he does. So I think Sean is settling a little bit down into it now, though. Very compact style, as I say. Good jab, good feet, and he's having a lot of success in this round.
Work rate, Sean! 3 and 4! Work rate! Yes, Sean, good boy!
Good elusiveness, good head movement from McGoldrick, and again there, really good.
Yeah, and it's small movements to get away from these shots as well, isn't it?
Very good. It's almost like he's going back to his old amateur style and his old amateur skills.
Let the backhand go, Sean!
Good shot. Again, timing the shot as Allan's coming in. Good work from McGoldrick again.
Looks a completely different fighter tonight, Sean McGoldrick, I will be honest. And you know, he's just looked out of sorts in some of his performances, you know. But tonight he's really he looks really, really good. Fair play.
Is it simply a confidence thing?
It could be a confidence thing. You know, it could be the sparring that he's had. Obviously, the trainers that he's got in his corner are very experienced coaches who've been there and done it. So he's obviously taken confidence from them, good advice, and the sparring that he's had. But you never know. Perhaps he's needed these titles to kind of get up for the fight, if you understand what I mean. So, yeah, looking good.
Well, it has been an excellent night of action here at the Vale Sports Arena in Cardiff. Seen some brilliant fights. A Welsh area fight that was a little cracker of a fight. Rashid Omar just getting the nod over Conor McIntosh, but what a brilliant 10 rounds that was. And now we're
excellent fight. Sorry to interrupt you. Excellent fight. Probably both not ready for that. Probably both not ready for a 10-rounder. But what else are they doing? You know, one's had 3, one's had 5. They're selling all these tickets to fight a guy who comes and turns up not to win. And you know, it was great. And these Welsh area titles, most of them are vacant, so we need these titles fought for. So why not? Why not? And inexperienced guys like that. And listen, it showed how much, you know, the battle showed how much it meant to both of them. Yeah. Close fight, 95-94, and Rashid Omar probably just deserving the win.
Yep. Everyone was saying beforehand, you rarely see a bad area title fight, and it was proven. Again, so much on it. We're seeing, obviously, something that matters so much to these two. Different belts on the line, of course, bigger belts.
Yeah.
Added pressure for both men.
The perfect small horse show tonight, though, to be honest. You know, you have this top of the bill, you got a Welsh title, chief support, then an 8-rounder, and then some 6s to some 4s.
Yeah.
Really, really good bill.
Always good to see a debutant as well.
Good,
in the shape of Mark Davis.
Yeah,
so.
Definitely, and also obviously very good value for money for the punters.
Yeah. But McGoldrick just seems to have found his groove now. I think more confident, got a bit more measure of the orthodox style of Scott Allan.
Yeah, Sean, good job.
It's a good solid jab to the midriff that McGoldrick often implies.
Big wild swing that McGoldrick had the measure of.
That's it, put him in the back foot, Sean. Put him in the back foot.
I think Scott Allan now fighting like he's realising McGoldrick's too strong for him. So fighting on the back foot, trying to draw him on the counter shots.
So does McGoldrick do exactly as he's doing? If you're in his corner, what are you telling him?
Yeah, I think just steady pressure behind the jab, and it's working. So why change it if it isn't? You know, if it's working. So it's got a solid jab, steady pressure, and at times when Scott Allan comes in, he's just taking that good step back. Sean McGoldrick looking for the counters. So I think it's a really good performance from Sean tonight.
And what would you say to Allan? I mean, how can he seems to just have lost his way a little bit.
Well, listen, I wouldn't want to be the man in Scott Allan's corner tonight, I'll be honest. It's a big task for him.
So another confident looking Sean McGoldrick goes to his stool. There's an animated corner there, Jamie Moore. Sean McGoldrick just listening intently, taking it all in.
A wealth of experience, Jamie Moore.
Seconds.
Remember those cracking fights that he was in when with Matthew Macklin? That was incredible, wasn't it?
It's like yourself, though, isn't it? When fighters always say when the trainer's not asking them to do anything that you haven't done, it makes a bit of a difference.
It makes a massive difference.
You're the same kind of.
It makes an absolutely massive difference when you've got someone in your corner who you know they're telling you to do something. You know they've been all through it themselves. It makes a massive difference, you know. And myself and Jamie did plenty of rounds ourselves, sparring together up in Manchester, long time ago.
Oh, great movement from Sean McGoldrick now. It just looks again like he's grown with each round.
Sean, Keep him on the back foot.
Again, snappy 1-2 from McGoldrick.
Good little sneaky left hook there as well from McGoldrick, really good. Yeah, you can see Sean having a lot more success now. Scott slowing down a little bit. The punches are finding a home a little bit cleaner than what they were earlier. Good shot there from Scott Allan. McGoldrick just leaned back a little bit and took the right hook smack in the face, but good boxing there from Sean.
And
Referee, fucking here.
well, good movement again from McGoldrick.
He's had his fair share of success in this round though, Scott Allan, with those looping shots. McGoldrick hands down, a little bit more relaxed in this round, I suppose, taking those shots.
Let your right hand go, Sean.
Well, with the low hands, is there a danger that maybe he feels he's felt the power of Allan and he's not overly concerned?
I think a little bit of both. Obviously, I think he realises he's got nothing to fear from Allan's power, but I think he's boxing well on his toes, and some people feel a lot more confident with it gloves down. So yeah, he's boxing really well. Fair play to him.
And he had the final say in that round as well to set up the finale.
Yeah.
So
Corners, 10 seconds. Seconds out, round 11.
So 6 minutes to go. This
Final 2 rounds, yeah.
British and Commonwealth belts on the line. A huge opportunity. And at this point in time, we believe Sean McGoldrick has a healthy lead.
Yeah, I think you definitely think that Scott Allan certainly needs his last 2 rounds to have any kind of chance of winning this fight. You know, I think Sean is in a very comfortable lead.
Well, Scott Allan will not stop trying, that's for sure.
Oh, he's a very gutsy lad, isn't he? Showed some good form in glimpses and good feet.
That's good job. Beautiful jab, Sean. Beautiful jab.
I think McGoldrick's just been up to everything that he's done. He's kept him behind a solid jab and been pretty good on the counter as well. So,
and apart from I think you alluded to it, the odd overhand, he's kept his concentration really throughout as well. It has been impressive.
Yeah, I think so. I think the last round Sean got clipped a couple of times, but as I keep saying with Scott Allan's style, he throws unusual shots. So, you know, it's no surprise that you get caught by someone like him. But Sean's jab worked really well in this fight. And his right-hand counter, the right hand to the body's been really good as well. So, an altogether different Sean McGoldrick tonight. Brilliant to see.
Well, the crowd are up again as McGoldrick goes into the last minute of the 11th round. Well, there's a bit of swagger about McGoldrick now.
Some good action in this round. McGoldrick getting more and more confident every 30 seconds. Dropping his hands. Up on his toes.
Well, at these moments now when you can hear the crowd singing your name, it's got to be absolutely that little bit more that you need. Just gives you that.
Yeah, 100%. Listen, Sean will know. You can never say never, you know, but Sean will know that he's got the advantage here. He's up on points. So it's just a case of keeping concentration and closing out the last round here, I think.
Well, it's been a fight that's been scrappy at times, particularly the first half of the fight before. We think Sean McGoldrick has found a bit of rhythm, got the measure of Allan, and has edged ahead, we believe, but of course we don't matter, the judges do. But going into the third, I'm sure we're going to see Scott Allan give it absolutely everything, as his mentality in every fight.
Yeah, well, like I said earlier, you know, in the earlier rounds, I think we won't see as much scrappiness as what we're seeing at present, but then as the rounds have gone by, it has opened up a little bit, and I think you've seen the gap in class as it has opened up. Sean McGoldrick's amateur skills and overall technique showing through strong.
Well, respect between the pair, two fantastic lads as well. And the final 3 minutes of what has been an engaging contest. What will we see now? Will Sean McGoldrick see it out and just coast, or will he be drawn into an Allan scrap in these final couple of minutes?
This is exactly what Scott Allan needs to do, is throw the kitchen sink at Sean if he's got any chance to sort of win this fight. I think we both agree he needs a knockout. Good shots from Sean McGoldrick there, closing the show very well. Good shot again.
Well, the left hook there just caught Allan off balance. There's a little stumble backwards.
Yeah, I don't think he was particularly hurt. I think his feet were all over the place, but good shots nevertheless.
Psychologically at this stage, you see that though, surely from Sean's point of view, he's thinking fantastic.
Yeah, of course.
He just has to take a step back. He probably knows he's off balance, but psychologically it all helps.
Of course it does. And as I say, he's got confidence every single round. He's got more and more confident every single round.
Well, McGoldrick now really buoyed on by the crowd, and he's starting to sink them in as well.
It's probably the best round of the fight.
Well, McGoldrick isn't getting on his bike, is he? He's not doing that.
He's obviously very confident in the pocket. I don't think he thinks that Scott Allan can hurt him with any shots that he throws, so he's confident to throw in the pocket. A little bit naughty there from Scott Allan, punches on the back of the head.
Oh, again, still doing the fundamentals so well. Sean McGoldrick is again, the pair go toe to toe.
Oh,
again in the final
exchange there, right in front of us.
Well, it is the final knockings. And there it is. Well, everyone around the arena on their feet. They feel it's a local boy who's going to have the arm raised. It's hard to make an argument against that, really, but Scott Allan's camp are doing their best to G up their man at the end of that. Handshakes all around, but well, the consensus ringside unofficially is that Sean McGoldrick has more than done enough to have the arm raised tonight, but of course we await the judges' scorecards.
I'd say so, but you never say never, can you? So let's just wait for the scorecards and see what's happened. But in my opinion, you know, Sean's he's won that pretty comfortably.
Well, Scott Allan is as game as they come. He's been in with superb boxers, as we mentioned before, the likes of Cash Farouk and Lee McGregor. But tonight, if this is Sean McGoldrick's night, well, what a change in fortunes for a fella that's just had so many blips, really, in his professional career after a stellar amateur career.
Yeah. Well, tonight, hopefully, he gets a decision, and he's made the crossover to the professionals and won the British and Commonwealth titles. When you turn pro, you can't ask for any more than that. I always tell my guys, if you turn pro and you win a British title, then you've done fantastically well.
At 31, you might look at that and say, well, is he a bit of a veteran? But obviously he's had 14 fights, that's all. Yeah. He's fresh, he's had his injury problems, he's been out of the ring a long time. Again, there's no toll on the body, is there, really?
No, I don't think so. And, you know, hopefully if he wins this now tonight, he can go on and earn some money and make a name for himself.
And for Scott Allan, this was a massive opportunity. He doesn't need boxing financially. He runs his gyms in Scotland. He's got a great life away from the sport. He just loves it.
Yeah.
So, you know, hopefully, whatever happens, he's shown what a game competitor he is as well. So both men leave the ring with great credit anyway.
Oh yeah, fantastic. Listen, it was never say die, wasn't it? You know, he was never gonna get stopped, I don't think. And he gave his all right till the end. But I think the skill set wasn't quite good enough, was it, for Sean McGoldrick?
Well, the totals have been added, so we'll soon find out. I think the Vale Arena's already decided we can all go home.
Well, unfortunately, it's not up to the Vale Sports Arena. It's it's up to these three judges around the ring.
It is indeed. Now we are going to get both men in the centre of the ring so we can find out exactly how this one has played out.
By a mile.
Ladies and gentlemen, may we please have a round of applause for the main event of the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a majority decision. Judge Reese Carter scores the bout 114 draw. Kieran McCann scores the bout 117 to 111. Terry O'Connor scores the bout 117 to 111. And your winner and the new British and Commonwealth bantamweight champion, Sean McGoldrick.
Well, Sean McGoldrick has those British and Commonwealth titles. Just to reiterate the scorecards: Reese Carter 114, 114, Kieran McCann 117, 111, and Terry O'Connor 117, 111. Sean McGoldrick has the belts. You were a bit surprised with that, though, Gary?
I thought I was about to be made to look a little bit stupid then, but no. Listen, common sense shone through in the end. I thought that was about accurate. What the other two scores, but the 114, 114. I just do not know where on earth that has come from.
Well, I don't think McGoldrick and his team care. They've got that belt, and it's all smiles in there. And Sean McGoldrick, well, has his big night. It's taken
Amazing.
a while.
Like I said, a marvellous opportunity for him, and he really did perform tonight. I was very impressed with his performance, and really made up for him, because obviously things haven't gone all his way. So delighted to see him win those titles tonight. Brilliant, Sean. Well done, mate.
What does he do now, do you think?
Have a rest, I expect. Have a rest, have a couple of beers probably, and then maybe think of, speak to his team and see what's in the future, and hopefully a voluntary defence down in Wales, and earn a few quid.
Well, he has that very pretty Lonsdale belt. Jamie Moore's just fixed around his waist, and he is the toast of South Wales. He's got plenty of Irish family here tonight as well. I think we've heard them. We've heard them.
I couldn't hear myself think. They were behind us. So.
Yeah, big celebrations in Newport and Donegal.
As I just said, the fans were brilliant. Sean's fans were brilliant here tonight. We couldn't hardly hear ourselves think to commentate. So hats off to Sean's fans as well. Brilliant, fair play.
Well, Sean's just going to take his belts now, make his way to our studio to speak to Ali.
What's he doing? We're in the middle of commentating, yeah, man. Fucking idiot, man.
I'll give you more than 1 minute today.
Sean McGoldrick, the new British and Commonwealth bantamweight champion. How does that sound?
Oh, it sounds amazing. We worked our absolute backside off. We've done so much in training for this fight. I give my heart and soul into it, and I'm just happy these are the roads at the end of it.
Now, that was a tough fight. The first half looked a little bit scrappy. He's a very erratic fighter, the style that he has. How did you adapt to that throughout the fight? He looked more comfortable as it went on.
Yeah, he's tricky. He was coming a lot after his shots. We had to make some adjustments, some changes in the corner, which Jamie told me to do. I just stayed relaxed and followed instructions.
Was that how you expected the fight to go?
A little bit, yeah, a little bit. I thought he was going to be a little bit easier to hit, but he made himself very tricky, hard to hit, made himself awkward, which was a credit to him. He's adapted and changed a little bit to some of the fights I've seen, so that's just a credit to him.
Now, this has been a long time coming for you. People have been talking about you at this level, getting the titles for a long time. How good is it the fact that it's finally happened? You're here now.
I'm not quite sure, it hasn't sunk in yet, but that was a special moment at the end with all my friends and family here. My corner and all that, all my family. I owe so much to them all. These don't even repay them. These are just. I don't know what they are. I can never repay my family, Jamie, Nigel, for what they've done for me. So I'm just grateful for all them, and I'm happy to have these around my waist now.
During the fight, Jamie was quite animated in the corner. He was giving you a lot of instructions. What was he saying throughout the fight?
Just a lot of technical, little bits of technical advice, keeping me calm, not getting over erratic, and because he's an energetic fighter, so not sort of trying to match that, just trying to adapt and use that against him rather than me trying to match it. So it was mainly technical stuff.
How are you going to celebrate this win?
Probably a cheesecake or something. Some I miss Christmas dinner, Christmas treats and all that. It was all worth it. But yeah, I'll probably celebrate with some cake and just spend some quality time with my family.
And what is the plan, now you are the champ, what is the plan going forwards for you?
Just enjoy these for now, and then speak to my team and see what's next.
Well, it was a fantastic performance. Congratulations, Sean.
Thank you, Ali. Thank you.
Well done. We'll just get promoter Lee Eaton in. Lee, come in. A lot of excitement and great to see a win for Sean there.
Wow, yeah. Listen, that's personal for me. Me and Sean are very, very good friends. And listen, he's had a bit of a rocky career, and tonight that's special. Like, I delivered him the opportunity for the British, and I said, look, I had the opportunity to get the Commonwealth on the line, so we got the Commonwealth, and now he's British and Commonwealth champions. Unbelievable. I am so happy.
And it seems like it's been a long time coming for Sean, that.
It's a credit to Jamie Moore, Nigel Travis, Kerry Kays, because they kept him calm in there. They knew the tactics was spot on. I'm sitting there thinking, it wasn't like at the start, I'm thinking, go. But then, obviously, listen, it worked. And, yeah, listen, I'm just over the moon. Absolutely buzzing.
Yeah, it's brilliant. And it was a fantastic fight. And we've had some great fights earlier on. It was a great Welsh Area title fight and the ones on the undercard as well. And it's only the first show of 2023.
We're only just getting started. Come on. Yeah, listen, I'm buzzing. Obviously, I've got a Welsh champion in Rashid Omar. Over the moon for him. If everyone knew Rashid's story and what he's been through, that meant a lot. Do you know what I mean? So to have him as a champion in his full fight, I thought it was a great fight. I'd love to do it again. I think he deserves to go again in May or something like that. But that's just show one. And now we move on to York Hall in 2 weeks for more champions coming to the Let's Go management stable.
Yeah, and there's a lot of big fights coming up. There's a lot of British title fights coming up, and it's just going to be a big year for Let's Go management. Yeah,
this is unbelievable. Obviously, last year was very rocky, but obviously things are working out good. We've worked hard behind the scenes with the team. All the fighters have worked hard, and listen, it's starting to pay off now. And I'm the happiest man alive tonight.
Well, it was a great night. Fantastic to see Sean McGoldrick, now British and Commonwealth champion.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Lee. Right, so that's all from here in Cardiff. It's been a great night of boxing. We'll see you again in 2 weeks from the iconic York Hall. But thanks for tuning in across the boxing social and networks, and we will see you next time.
There's a gate up ahead, mate. You want me to open it?
No, it's okay, son. I'll get it.